This video will be teaching how to single crochet. So you want to start off by chaining the amount of stitches that you want. Now for single crochet, you're going to do one extra stitch than you want the ending count to be. So I chained 21 because I want a 20 stitch square. To learn how to chain, you can check out my previous video on chaining. So when picking up stitches off your chain, you can either insert it through just this top loop here, just picking up one, or you can insert it through this bottom loop, which will be picking up 2 stitches. You can decide which method you prefer the best. I will just be picking up this top loop here. So you're going to take your hook and you're going to insert it into the second chain from your hook. Then you're going to wrap it around your yarn and pull it through that loop. So now you have 2 on your hook. Then you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook and draw it through both of those. And that is a single crochet. Then from right after your first stitch, then you just pick up every loop afterward. No more skipping loops, just from the very first one. So to single crochet, you're going to insert your hook through the loop of your chain. You're going to pick up your yarn and pull it through that loop. Then you're going to yarn over your hook again and draw it through last 2 remaining hooks. And you just continue that all the way down your chain. The easy part about crocheting is when you need to go count your stitches, if you ever lose count, you just count all the braided chain along the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get to the last stitch of your chain, you'll have your slip knot here and your last loop here. So you do your single crochet in that, and it'll look like that. There's your first row, and your first row for sure, and occasionally throughout your projects, just make sure you count to make sure you're keeping the same amount of stitches. For the second row of a single crochet, after you finish all the way across your stitches, then you're going to chain 1. So you just bring your hook around the yarn and draw up through the loop and chain 1. Then you're going to turn your work. So now you'll be heading back in the other direction, and you just pick up, you go into the opening where the chain that you counted on the top, you go in between that as the stitch for the second row. So you just go in between the stitches, picking up two yarns on the top, which are that braided look. So you go in between the stitch, pick up 2 loops, in the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both stitches. And then you just repeat that across and across every row until you complete your swatch. Then for every single crochet row, when you're moving up to the next row, you're just going to chain 1 at the end of your row. Then turn your work and begin going the other way again. But make sure to chain 1 before starting your next row so you can move up. I hope this was helpful and you start learning the knack of crocheting. Check back soon for our next stitch, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.